Hi everyone and welcome to my channel Starseeker Tarot. My name is Nia, and if you have found this reading, then it is meant for you. You will be receiving some powerful, insightful, helpful information from Spirit today. As you can see, you have these three groups to choose from. For group number one, we have the Star, such a gorgeous card. And with it, we have a blue Aventurine star crystal. And then for group number two, we have the Sun, also very enchanting. And with it, there's beautiful Citrine point. And then for group number three, the mysterious Moon card. And with it, we have a chromatic glass sphere. All you need to do now, as always, is to focus your attention on today's topic. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, pause the video if you have to, and when you think you're ready to see which one of these three groups calls your attention the most, do not overthink it, let your intuition decide, and then you can have a look in the description box down below where you find the timestamps for each individual group, so I'll see you there. Welcome to your reading, group number one, everyone who resonated with the stars. So the Star Tarot card and this blue Aventurine star crystal. If you found this reading, then it will be for you. So the intention I'm setting with you right now, time and space are irrelevant. You can do this right now if you tune into these frequencies. Our intention is to receive some powerful, helpful, and insightful information that you need right now for your growth, for your abundance, for your healing, for your highest good. Okay? Just keep in mind that this reading is for the collective, so not every single detail might resonate with you. Only take what does, feel peaceful about what doesn't. It will be for someone else. Now, you are the Star group, but the Sun is coming out a tiny little bit for you. So that's a very good sign on this gloomy autumnal day today. It's a timeless reading, so I don't know when you'll be seeing this, but here in real time, it's autumn. Now, the first thing I need to mention, and it's no coincidence that I just saw this, is that in this star, there's a tiny little, you probably can't tell, a tiny little chip in it, you know. I don't know how that happened, but this information is really relevant because it hit the star. You are the star people. The star is about hope, is about your path through the dark, getting to that light at the end of the tunnel. It's about healing, and I'm hearing it's about purpose as well. So you have recently, or maybe all throughout your life, been hurt. I hear someone here is broken. Again, only take this if it resonates, but has someone here broken a bone? I hope that's not right, but I see something like chipped tooth, or you know, something that actually matches this star. If it's not your body, which I hope it is not, it's definitely kind of your heart or your soul. But you will receive a very powerful healing message here that will give you hope and that will motivate you to keep going. All right. Yeah, I'm getting a bit overwhelmed because I get so much information. So let's just continue interpreting this card. These cards are absolutely gorgeous. They are from the Enchanted Garden Tarot, a gift from a very enchanting friend of mine. Thank you if you're watching. I love the vibes here. So some of you could be star seeds, or you have some kind of star connection. You love astrology, or you just love stars, or you're just a really invested viewer and member of this Starseeker channel here. I need to say it again. I see some of you here really treating body wounds. I see some stitches possibly or something on your skin, or like your health. This is about your health. And the reminder is that the physical health is just a projection, is just a manifestation of our spiritual health. I'm not a doctor. I'm not giving medical advice. I'm just giving spiritual advice, all right? But everyone knows this. So I think you have been giving yourself a lot of care and attention because your body has given you warning signs. You know, it's maybe also your emotional and mental health. You've been receiving warning signs like fatigue, or I'm seeing headaches or nausea, you feeling sick, you having accidents. All of these warning signs, you have awakened to this call from your higher selves and from the depths of your soul, and you have taken action, or you are considering taking action. And the message for you here is, yes, this will work out. Also, I'm seeing some of you have some substance abuse issues, or, you know, like translate that to how it fits your situation. For some of you, it could be quite extreme and you're taking some illegal substances. For the rest of you, it's, you know, some vices, like you comfort eat, or, you know, you drink, or you are addicted to sugar, stuff like that. I'm not judging you at all. I'm just, you know, seeing that from you. And you are starting to really get where the true root cause of this is. And it will work out brilliantly for you. It really will. And you have your ancestors, your galactic family, if you believe you have one. They're all rooting for you. And there is definitely something here about maybe a drinking problem that someone has. And, you know, you need to cut yourself some slack, I'm hearing. Like, everyone watching, don't hate yourselves for just having these coping mechanisms, for appearing vulnerable. Don't hate yourselves for it. You know, society and health authorities, they judge us for, you know, they blame everything on our lifestyle. You know, for example, I feel so sorry for people who are overweight, because whenever there's something wrong with their body, first thing the doctor says, without even investigating into the root cause of the issue, is, well, it's because you're overweight. You need to lose weight. And yes, that might contribute to it, but often, you know, the issue is somewhere else. So other people might judge you and say, oh, you're just sick because you're stressed, whereas you have become stressed because you're so sick. I'm kind of losing track here, but like, don't let anyone gaslight you. Don't let anyone shame you, and be really sweet to yourselves, because what you are dealing with is a deep wound in your soul. So you need love and attention, and not kind of, you know, strict measures to force you into a healing path. It won't work like that. But you already know this, okay? And the blue star, if you've been seeing stars as a sign, that is definitely a sign. It means that you will get there. You will get to that point where your energies are just cleansed, where all that negativity is being purged from your soul, and that will reflect in your relationships, the relationship especially that you have with yourselves, okay, with your heart, your soul, and your body. And I just see such an amazing healing path for you, and I'm so happy to see that, because many people are really suffering, because there is so much toxic stuff going on. You know, society is toxic, people are toxic, the air is toxic, our food is toxic. Like, it's collective karma, but you will detox, okay? So you will detox. And if recently you have taken some, you know, steps that are maybe out of your comfort zone, or you changed like your diet or something, you know, your sleep schedule, something, well done. Your spirit team is saying, well done, well done. I love the back of these cards as well. Kind of is giving Sailor Moon vibes. If that's a sign for you, you're welcome. I love Sailor Moon. She was my childhood hero. I still love her so much. Sailor Moon, most epic anime in my opinion. So please, what's the message that group number 1 needs to hear? All right. Yay! Oh my god, I'm so happy. That's Temperance. And I was considering taking this card to represent one of the groups. And as I always say, if a card wants to be seen, it will come up. So that is double confirmation. That is amazing healing. That is also karmic healing. You will know this because you're very spiritual, but the issues you're dealing with, they are probably karmic. So maybe you as a soul have taken on these challenges and burdens from ancestors. So this is an ancestral pattern theme that you are breaking right now. Or yeah, it's something heavy that's been weighing on your soul for different lifetimes. You are breaking these karmic, I don't want to call them chains, because for you it feels more like a karmic weight. You are lifting it right now. You're dropping that weight, and this is angelic energy, so you are again double supported. And if you are alive at this time and age, it's no coincidence. Yes, like it feels like it's a curse to be alive now because everything is so toxic, but you will be part of this amazing shift. Watch my I will link it in the description box if I remember. If I forget, please remind me. I have this 5D shift reading, but I think it's titled Your Spiritual Transformation is Huge. Watch that one because you will be part of this shift where, you know, the burdens will be lifted and where you'll be feeling so balanced and harmonious like you have never been before. And it's a reward. It's kind of a karmic reward that's coming for you. And again, yeah, you're being supported by angels, ancestors, past on loved ones, the divine. You're just here for it, okay? I need to turn this one around. Remember, my reading style is based on the fact that I use these things as tools for my psychic abilities. So I read however I feel like I need to. I'm an intuitive tarot reader. If I, change the cards around, that's why. But if the message resonates, you'll see. 9 of Wands. Yes, that is again confirmation that the wounds and the stress, and I'm hearing terror. So some of you could have gone through a lot of trauma, actually. I'm hearing medical trauma. Medical trauma is real. The last 4 years especially, medical trauma has become one of the biggest wounds in the collective, and I'm getting kind of goosebumps talking about this. If it's not medical trauma, it is something that you will know about that's been done to you. And also look how these ones kind of create this prison. But this card is so beautiful because this being is uplifted. I see her or him, it's probably a her, but you can be man watching this or whatever, is being uplifted. So you could have come to a breaking point recently. I'm hearing collapse. So you could have quite literally collapsed. I hope that's not true. My heart goes out to you so much if you have. Please seek help if that's the case. But, you have reached a point where you can't do no more. And this surrender, this genuine surrender, where you might have given up on, treatment plans that haven't worked out for you or that, did the opposite. This surrender, even though it came with so much pain, will lead to your freedom. Okay, so what is surrender? Surrender is complete acceptance. And when we completely accept that something is our fate, even though it hurts, then the curse will be lifted, the burden will be lifted, the chains will be broken, the prison doors will be opened, okay? And complete surrender often is only achieved by, just this sensation of giving in because you can't do it no more. So see this not as failure, see this as your first step towards freedom, okay? This reading is amazing. I love it so much. The Lovers in the reverse. I was also considering this card as an option. Here it is in the reverse. And that's a message that you need to hear. If relationships have failed, if you have experienced severe disappointment in close relationships, those can be romantic, platonic, family, yourselves, even if you have lost loved ones who transition into spirit, you know, that painful separation that has probably come with a lack of closure for some of you, just, you know, deep unhealed wounds. That is part of your ego death. I'm really seeing that many of you have suffered an ego death. What is an ego death? It's exactly what I described here. When, you know, your ego is just being crushed to pieces, and instead of, you know, you desperately trying to pick up these pieces and fix what's actually meant to be dead because it doesn't serve you anymore, when you stop doing that, then you can have the ego rebirth. But you need to understand that with this ego death, in order for you to have this rebirth, this new beginning, everything that's old needs to pass. So also relationships, if they were toxic especially, or sometimes, you know, loved ones, even though they were good for us, they leave the earth plane because it's in their karma, because they can do a lot more for us in spirit. Here, as incarnated souls on planet Earth, we are so limited, we are so dense, we are so heavy, we are so 3D, we can't do much. But once we are truly free, which happens when, you know, we leave this reality, we can do the impossible. So trust and believe. If you lost a close loved one, they are doing so much for you. They are this angelic presence probably. And, you know, if you haven't lost anyone, which I hope is the case for everyone, but then it's your ancestors, okay? So let go. And I love this quote that says, autumn shows us how beautiful it is to let things go, to let things die. Everyone loves autumn these days. Why? Because the colors become so vibrant of the trees and the leaves, you know. But why does that happen? Because they are dying. So shift your perspective, see the beauty in it, and trust the process. What's this? 7 of Pentacles in the reverse. Your waiting time is over, and you feel like you have waited in vain. You have waited for this release. You have waited for this blessing, for this healing, for this reunion, for this whatever. You have waited so long and it's not happened, and you have reached this point where you understood it's not going to happen, so you let go, you surrendered. And that's, again, what sets you free and what opens these doors for these new blessings, new relationships, for this new path. So it's happening now for you. Whoa, oh my God. Many cards fell on the floor. And again, that's releasing, you know, when the trees fall to the ground, we celebrate it. We love it so much. So try to do that as well. I know it's difficult. It's not exactly the same, but nature often provides these analogies for us so that we can understand, you know, that there is beauty in everything. Let go. Let God, okay, whatever God is to you, let go and let God. And you have understood this, probably in a hard, traumatic way, but you still understood it. You will be rewarded. So what's coming here, please? Spirit, what's coming here? Oh, the Page of Swords. This card made a little noise and it was at the back of the deck, so I knew it wanted to be taken. So this is a completely fresh new path. Again, it kind of confirms, and here the 2 of Wands flipped over, but I'm done with the tarot. But this is again confirmation that you are onto a completely fresh new path, one that you can't even imagine, that no one can truly imagine, because it all has to do with this 5D shift, okay? The world is now dying, is now suffering this death, and what's coming in 2025, 2026 is something humanity has never seen before. So we can't even fully fathom what life will be like. We will be dealing with completely new concepts of what it is to be alive, and, you know, new ways of healing, new ways of, you know, intelligence and all of that. But it will be so refreshing. It will have you curious about life again. It will have you motivated to be alive and be here again. And you will just start to explore completely new things that you can't even think of right now, but they'll be positive. And again, you should have been receiving many signs from the spirit realms, from your higher selves about this. You probably did not believe them because you had this surrender moment, but they're all true. They're all true, okay? Wow, I love this reading. I'm gonna get some oracle cards now. If you love it too, then please give it a thumbs up and please leave a comment. Thank you to everyone who always leaves comments. I read all of them. So if you don't know what to say, leave a star emoji, definitely for healing, and a purple heart. And if you are new and would like to join the tribe, please subscribe and turn on the bell if you want to be notified when I post new content. Now we are taking these, what are they called? Anatomy of a Witch Oracle. That was also a gift by a lovely viewer, from a lovely viewer, to get some more information about what you are destined to hear in this reading. Bless. Bless, guys. Embrace the blessing. Your cup will be filled. There's a lot of water energy here for you, you know, going at the flow. You stopped resisting the flow and you think you're dead now. No, you're not. You're going to be like transported smoothly and softly to this point of healing and renewal and bliss. Love it. This is also to me representing a healing potion, and we have all the elements, so earth, fire, and water and wind. So if you are into elemental energy and magic, then work with it. Bless. God bless. Seriously, bless. Claim it. You're blessed. You're blessed. You're not cursed. You are blessed. Say this affirmation, because words are spells. It will work if you say it. I am blessed. I am blessed. You are so blessed. I know it hasn't looked like this so far, but you know, it's coming. Adorn. Okay. Look, to me, this represents like the devil and the angel energy, or the 3D density and the 5D elevated consciousness. Also, this is giving moon goddess energy. I have a moon goddess reading on this channel. Feel free to check it out. This looks like an apple to me, and it's temptation. There's snake energy. There's so much going on here, but just understand, I read intuitively, so what I see here is you truly be uplifted from all that's toxic and dark, you know. Also, humanity, our collective karma is that we will be uplifted, but not everyone will make it. I just need to be completely honest here with you. Only the ones who are awakened and who choose, you know, growth and peace and love over anything that is material and low frequency. So you'll be uplifted, and you are in the hands of the divine. Trust that, always trust it. And something about, you know, feel free to perform rituals if they make you feel good. It's all about the energies that you create. Perform some rituals, some moon rituals, some elemental rituals, some candle magic, some music rituals, some bathing rituals, body rituals. Do it. If you feel like it's effective, it will work. And wear some protective charms or crystals as well. I always work with crystal and color magic, so memory. Okay, I love this card. I'm actually feeling the energy of one viewer here in particular. I know she'd be watching this. If you truly resonate with this image, there's something super deep. You might have a father figure in spirit, a transitioned father who's watching over you, or a mother even, you know, that's kind of the close relationship I saw that might have transitioned into spirit. They are so proud of you. And if it's not this close person, it's your ancestors, your spirit team, all right? But they are so proud of you, and they have been with you all along. You never walk alone. They've been walking with you, and they have been sending you signs. They might have been dropping those pennies for you. Feathers in the sky, you know, in the shapes of clouds or actual feathers. Than anything else, you know, maybe you've been finding beads or like cute little charms. Maybe they they make the candles flicker for you. Maybe they show you images, songs, flowers, bees, whatever, okay? So they have been sending you these signs. They are alive in your heart, these people. Your ancestors are not just alive in your DNA, they are alive in your soul as well. So they are so very proud of you, and they are reassuring you. This nightmare, this dark journey is about to become a memory. If you truly surrender, you will leave it in the past, and the future looks very bright and very curious and very exciting and new, all right? So, if you have made it until the end of this reading, which we have come to now, thank you so very much. If you are still watching right now, leave a feather emoji. That's how I know you watched the whole thing. Seriously, thank you so much to everyone watching, all piles and all of them. You really help me out. You help other people like you find me. So leave a thumbs up and take good care, and definitely stay blessed, because you are blessed. See you soon. Bye. Welcome to your reading, group number 2, everyone who resonated with the sun and this citrine point. It's so gorgeous. I hope the camera does it justice a slight bit, but it's so sparkly. It has these angel aura rainbow flecks in it. Gorgeous, gorgeous energy. Now this reading is meant for you if you have found it. So you'll be receiving some very relevant, insightful and helpful information from your higher selves, maybe from the sun, from the cosmos, from your spirit team, but just keep in mind that it's for the collective. So not every single detail might resonate with you. Only take what does and feel peaceful about what doesn't. It will be for someone else. You know how it goes. Now again, there is so much I need to say about this. These cards are brand new. They are absolutely gorgeous. They are the Enchanted Garden Tarot. Lovely gift from a lovely friend. And the sun just screams at me. If it screams at you too, you know, there's a message for you in it. Recently, the solar activity has been absolutely insane. I always recommend to people who feel like they have been under the weather to watch Stefan Burns on YouTube here. He gives astrological and astronomy advice about what's going on, you know, the proton storms, the electromagnetic energy, how it affects our bodies, but also how it affects our spirit, because it does. I've been talking about this so much. If you've been watching my readings for a longer time, you will know, you'll be familiar with this, and the sun might be a current theme for you. I have my butterfly people, I have my dragon people, I have my sun people. Are you one of the sun ray people? Because there is a sun ray here for you that's hitting you. Again, I'm not a doctor, so I'm not giving medical advice. I'm a medium giving spiritual advice only. But trust and believe that if you have been feeling unwell, obviously seek a health professional, but know that spiritually it means that your whole system is being triggered by the sun, by the cosmos in a positive way. So what's happening? Some ancient DNA can be reawakened within you. So physical changes are happening because we are adapting to the new world that is coming, a 5D world, the big shift, the historical shift in human karma. So don't be surprised if you're looking different. Yes, you might be looking kind of, you know, sleep deprived or like unwell, but that's just part of the journey. Okay, you are maybe in your, you know, cocoon stage, and then you become the beautiful butterfly. Don't mistake for who you are currently with who you are becoming, because you're becoming someone beautiful. I see a cherub here, a baby. So many of my viewers get the message that some very special child is coming into your life. It could be growing within you, or it might, you know, meet you in a different way. But you know, the children that are being born into this world right now, they are out of this world. They are very, very special souls who will you know, build up the new world. So there's a message about that. This could also be your inner child that is being re-energized, because yeah, you might have suffered a lot in your lifetime. You might have become very, you know, rational, very defeated, very just the way our society has become. But your inner child is being nurtured here by these rays of sun. Also, rainbow people, I have rainbow people on my channel. If you've been seeing rainbows, again, there's a sign for you in it. We see these auras in the night sky. We see rainbow clouds. All of that carries huge meaning. It's literally the bridge to the higher realms that we see here. So the words I'm hearing for you here are being charged up, leveling up, ascending, blooming, growing, and there's vibrancy coming in for you, vibrancy and warmth. So warmth, I don't know how this warmth will find you. Maybe you are someone like myself who is always cold, and your body will become more kind of energized so that you will feel warmer. Maybe you will move to a warmer country where there is more sunlight. Maybe there will be more sunshine in your life as a analogy, you know. I don't know, but the light is already there. It's already there. You are transforming. I've many readings about these topics, so yeah. Maybe get a citrine or any kind of vibrant crystal if you want to work with crystals, and place them on your heart chakra. That will do a lot if you believe in it. I feel like doing that. I feel like placing this on my heart chakra. I might do that after cleansing it, after this reading. Also, there is something about a red bird. You might be blessed and be living in a place of this world where you have colorful birds, or the red cardinal. I love it so much, but we don't get them here. Birds are signs from the spirit realms. Let's see. My cards are tools for my abilities, so if I turn them around, it's because I feel called to. Okay, that's just my reading style. Sometimes I even do this and see how it lands, but see, it's in the reverse. Yeah, 6 of Swords in the reverse. I feel actually very drawn to this card, and I saw it when I first received the deck, but I decided not to use it to represent one of the groups because it has a bit of a, like, I don't want to call sinister, but heavy energy around it. So what you need to hear, because it's in the reverse, I'm so glad it is not your time to go yet. Many of you want to exit this reality. You are literally so tired, mentally, physically, emotionally. You're so tired, and you can't wait to, you know, make it to the other side and be in spirit. Because I see the Crystal Palace here, the Angel Realms. It's not your time yet. It's not your time yet. And I know that many of you will not be happy hearing this, but you are here for a reason, and it will get better. It will get better. The sun's going to come out again. I really resonate with this reading myself. So we're in the same boat, guys. We're literally in the same boat if you have been resonating with everything up until now. We are in the same boat, and our boat is going to bring us to like an amazing island maybe, but not to the other side. We are here for a reason. That is the 3 of Cups in the reverse. For some reason, I'm really drawn to this blue bow on the back of her dress. So the bow might be a message for you, but what I'm truly seeing is the blue butterfly, all right? So I see the blue butterfly here. I talked about the butterfly transformation, and what you need to be hearing right now is that you are perfect the way you are. You are exactly where you need to be. You are here at the right time. It might feel like it's a curse to be here at this time and to be going through what you are going through, but it's in your karma. I want to do another Akashic Records reading soon for the people who struggle with this, but you are meant to be here, and you have not reached your the end of your life plan because you are still in the cocoon. You haven't really gotten to the butterfly bit. And if there are people around you, kind of third parties, who tell you otherwise or who make you feel like you want to not be in this world anymore, don't listen to them, because you need to be here. You are needed. You are really, really needed. there's a lot of reversal energy in these cards. I know it's me pulling them, but keep in mind, I'm a medium. I read and pull intuitively. That just reflects again the state of transforming, you know, turning it upright again if it's in the upside down. I see a lot of confusion here, a lot of illusion. And what the sun is doing for us right now, it's that it's enlightening us. There is so much corruption, so much deception going on here. The awakened ones will realize, and we are not even allowed to talk about it. This is about our true history, the true origins of humanity. It's about politics. It's about how our governments run the show. Everything we are being shown as a lie, and AI has been abused for that purpose greatly. You know, you can't trust anything anymore. And if it were to continue like this on planet Earth, we would just go down a terrible, dark path. You know, literally a path to hell, and parts of Earth are already hell. So what the sun is doing is that it's shedding a light on darkness that needs to be brought to light. And in the near future, so many things are going to be exposed that will make you feel a lot better about what's been happening to you. You will understand, oh, that's why I was sick. It was not me, it was... And I can't talk the full truth here on YouTube. I will be deleted and censored. It's about what they do to us, what they put in the air, in the water, in the food. Is not me. Okay, it's not my DNA. It's not a hereditary disease. It's like someone else. All of that will be brought to light, you know, and it's going to make you understand what's going on. And as soon as evil is exposed, it's going to go away. So this will reflect every part of your life that has been feeling dark. Trust and believe. So embrace this solar activity. It's really a gift from heaven. Again, a reversal card, the 10 of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, what's being denied to you, and I'm in the same boat with you if you resonate, is happiness, is bliss. Like, if you're like me, you have never had true happiness. You might have grown up in a broken home kind of situation. You might have suffered trauma from an early age on. You have been missing important parts in your life, in your emotional and physical well-being, so that you could never relate to happy people. You have never been one of the happy people, but that's changing because the sun is coming out. So have hope, stay faithful, it's coming. So whatever you have been wanting, but you have only seen other people have it, it will be yours in this new world. It is coming, 2025, 2026, the sun will be there. We will be shining bright, okay? And I wish I could talk about this, and I know how annoying it is, but I just, that I say this and then I can't fully explain, but you know, most people will understand. When the veil is lifted, when the abusers and manipulators are being pulled off their pedestals, when the world can run like it's meant to run, you know, then you will be fine, you'll be happy, and you are meant to be here to see it happening. So say this as a mantra, because words are spells and they create a reality. And if we do this in a collective, it will have such an amazing effect. Say, the sun is coming out again. You know, the darkness will be defeated by the light. Say these things. Now, I want to ask Spirit what exactly we are here for then. Like, what are we meant to see? What are we meant to see? That is exactly like what I've been hinting at. That is the Emperor. So we chose to be alive here to see the end of the world as we know it, and to see the good side rule again, because up until now the literal devil has been ruling this world. We are here to experience this, and it sounds boring to you maybe, but it truly isn't. It truly isn't. It will touch you in ways you can't possibly imagine. To see that the good side is winning is like you are part of a movie. You are in this movie like Lord of the Rings. There are so many movies about this where there is awful darkness and abuse of power, and people are all suffering, and you know, it affects the whole realm. And then you see like this battle going on. That is the war of, you know, light and dark that's going on here, the spiritual battle. And then you see the epic heroes win, and everyone is celebrating, and every like the most minor character of the movie will have a little celebration. You are here for it. You will be celebrating. And this is something that as young people can't really relate to, but when we hear about historic testimonies, of old people, older generations who were witnesses to extreme parts of our history. Like I can only relate because I'm German to when the wall in Germany fell, when, you know, after the Second World War, the country was divided and they built a literal wall, cancelling out a few people in the East from, you know, being united with their family in the rest of the country. And the dictatorship continued for those people after the Second World War. And they were poor and they were isolated and they were brainwashed. And when that wall fell, this sense of excitement and freedom that was everywhere, it touched everyone's soul. And now we will be part of this on a global scale, and it's going to be amazing and fantastic. And I hope the oracle cards will kind of tell you how you will be affected by this personally, like myself. Hopefully, if I'm still doing YouTube by then, I'll be able to speak the full truth, because the new rulers will be ones that love us, that have our best interest at heart. So, but we'll see. If you're still watching, you are definitely a mature old soul. And please show me some love and give this a thumbs up. It helps so much if you do this. And thank you to everyone always commenting, because comments help other people like you find me. If you don't know what to say, leave a purple heart and a sun emoji. That's how I know you watch group number 2. And if you are new and would like to join the tribe, subscribe and turn on the bell if you want to be notified when I post new content. Now, let's use these witchy, I always forget what they're called, Anatomy of the Witch oracle cards. For please, Spirit, give us some information now about how we will be personally affected by this positive rulership. And I don't like the word rulership, because we will rule ourselves, okay? There will be no centralized, you know, power system anymore. We will be the rulers of our own reality, truly. Maintain. This is such an interesting card, because this is now clearly talking about your living situation, and not just your house, but also your soul's house, which is your body. So much information that will resonate differently here, but the overall message is order, cleansing, and healing and balance. So many of you, I said this, you will move to a new place where there are like-minded people, where the environment is happier and healthier, like to a warm country or to, you know, an exciting place. You will leave behind your old living situation, your family home maybe, all right? Some of you will get a new body like the butterflies, yeah? You will leave behind, without passing, this like old abused shell that you have been, you know, imprisonated in, and you will just blossom and be healthy and excited and motivated and energized. Definitely your relationships will change so much. So everything that's kind of, I'm hearing rotten and old and like feels like it doesn't serve you anymore, will be a thing of the past. And I see a spirit here. So I'm seeing a soulmate connection coming in. Soulmates are not always romantic. People mostly only want to hear about the romantic ones, but and that might be true for you, but again, this could be a child coming in, a friend, a community, or a lover, I don't know. Witch braid. I love this card. I love all the cards. That's why I'm so happy. The cards affect me and the aesthetics of these cards. I love it so much. This looks like a dragonfly. And was it in this pile, in this group, or was it in group number 1? Watch group number 1 if you felt drawn to it. I wanted to mention dragonflies and I didn't. This looks to me like a dragonfly, and dragonflies truly are animals that represent transformation, not just in the physical but in the spiritual as well. So you will be completely transformed in an amazing way. So you might become more psychic, and you will have healing abilities or abilities of foresight, clairvoyance, clairaudience, all of that. But know that if you truly want to get there, you need to like shed the old skin. Like snakes, they shed their skin, so they become brand new. You need to shed your cocoon and break free from it, become a butterfly. Or maybe like Rapunzel, who was imprisoned in her tower, you need to cut off your hair, and you know how short hair was a symbol of empowerment for women about 100 years ago. And wearing trousers or pants, like you say in the US, was a symbol of empowerment. So they shed their skirts and dresses. You be empowered, but like shed the old, let it pass. Don't cry over spilt milk, embrace it and get the magic in. Really love this braid. Love it so much. There's a bell on it. If you've been hearing, again, I'm not a doctor, not giving you medical advice, but if you have tinnitus, that will go away. And if you've been hearing bell sounds or wind chime sounds, even though there is no explanation for it, that's a sign from spirit that this transformation is happening. Banish. Cut the ties, cut the cords. So many of you need to hear this a lot. Different scenarios, and you will already know this. Even though it's painful, you might want to separate from a partner who's been with you for a long time because they are a weight, a burden on you. I'm hearing divorce for some people here, and this is a particular situation. Will only resonate with maybe one. Let me know if it's you, if you feel comfortable. You might have been in a courtship situation, and you might have been fighting for something that is legally yours, but it's not working. This is your call from spirit to just leave it, let them have it, but for your own mental health, just let it go and just separate from it, because abundance will find you in a different way. Don't be afraid to burn bridges, okay? Don't be afraid to cut cords. Yes, it hurts, but it's meant to happen for a reason, and only if you have that clean canvas, new things, new relationships can come in that truly are aligned with your new, empowered, free, amazing, beautiful self, okay? Now, that's the end of this reading. I loved it so much. If you made it until here, please leave a thumbs up and leave a fire emoji. That's how I know you made it to this point. Burn the bridges to the old weighing you down. I'm empowering you, empower yourselves. If you want to send in some cards or crystals, I have an Amazon wishlist link down below, by the way. Otherwise, take very good care, and I hope I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Welcome to your reading, group number 3, everyone who resonated with the enchanting moon and this beautiful chromatic sphere. So if you found this message, you need to hear it. It's meant for you. You are about to receive some very insightful, powerful, important information from spirit, from the moon maybe, that you can use, for healing, for your growth, to find your sense of self, purpose, solutions, answers, whatever weighs on you. Just keep in mind that this reading is for the collective. Not every single detail might resonate with you. Only take what does and feel peaceful about what doesn't. It will be for someone else. Now, I need to ground myself. Let's all take a deep breath. Okay, so I'm getting kind of a sense of agitation or anxiety or some lostness. from you. This could be on a minor or bigger scale depending on your situation. But this moon energy is a sign that something deep is coming up and it scares you. And even though it might scare you, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's something, you know, triggering or negative. This could be actually quite positive. And they always say if you do some proper shadow work, then, you know, you face your demons, but then they kind of turn into something not so fretful. This kind of reminds me of Scooby-Doo. If you're watching this in real time, it's spooky season. I highly encourage you to do like a Scooby-Doo movie night. I love Scooby-Doo. You know how they would be invited as investigators, the whole friend group, to places that were haunted, and then they caught the ghost and they debunked it as, you know, not a real ghost or monster. That's your message. You have the Scooby-Doo message. So there is a monster in your closet, as we say in German, a skeleton in your basement, a monster under your bed, like whatever. It's not what you think it is. You are afraid of it, but if you debunk it, you're gonna laugh about it almost, and you're gonna be feeling so relieved. I love this message. Now, I'm not gonna lie, some of you, it could be a little bit more serious than that. It could be, you know, some past trauma that you suffered, something quite, you know, heavy. And genuine soul searching and shadow work is painful, but again, for you, the message is it's not as scary as you think. You can do it. And you need to do it, because if you ever truly want to be free, if you ever want to see daytime, in a, you know, literal sense, maybe, if you want, you know, to have a bright, happy life, you need to look at this shadow. And this shadow, this demon's kind of been screaming at you recently. And just only take this if it resonates, but I've felt this analogy for a while now. Like everyone runs from demons or from ghosts. What happens if you hug it? If you say it's okay, I love you? I think that demon, monster, whatever, would feel so like pointless. They like, my point is to scare you, to haunt you, to terrorize you, and you tell me that you love me. What's the point of being here then? Poof. Guys, take that seriously. That's so powerful. Often we refuse and hate and, you know, reject things because they scare us, but really if we embrace them in love and understanding, they go away. I know how triggering that can sound if something horrible happened to you, but on a bigger scale, on a soul level, that's what you need to do. So the message for you is that you need to look at something that's been bothering you. You need to get to the core of it, and you need to like dissolve it in love. Super powerful. If you are not very much of a super spiritual person, and if these concepts are too much for you, I completely understand, but then this might not be a reading. You might hear some, you know, challenging things here spiritually, but they are the only way we can truly heal. If that's not for you, if you want something more lighthearted, pick a different reading or different channel. It's just a little warning, even though warning sounds intimidating. This is going to be a good message. I received this. If you felt drawn to the star group, watch it. Star, you should probably watch it, okay? But only if you felt drawn to it. If not, leave it. But you will have some healing messages in the star as well. I'm calling you out, because I'm hearing that, to do some scrying and to do some deep contemplation, do some intuitive drawing or painting, like let your soul speak, and it will show you like what your monster is. Some of you might not even know what your monster is. You've just been feeling you know, anxious and upset, and you don't even know where it's coming from. Seek it if you don't know where it's coming from, and do some deep contemplation and some scrying. If you have been interested in that, pick it up. It's going to be so successful. Also write down your dreams. Have a little dream journal, because your dreams tell you so much about what's going on within you. We all dream several times at night. We just forget. So work on remembering your dreams. Tower moment. recently maybe you've had a panic attack, or like something happened that brought up some old trauma and wounds. Don't hate that experience, be grateful for it, because it's telling you what you need to embrace. I'm seeing a little skull here. Do you have a skull tattoo, maybe? Or a skull crystal? I talk about the tower, and here I pull it. This is incredible. This often happens. My real ones here will know this. I say something and then the card comes up. So something kind of maybe shocking, maybe upsetting, or maybe it wasn't so negative. Maybe it was just like this moment of, wow, what's going on? Something like that happened and it kind of scared you. So this could also have been a psychic experience where you actually saw a ghost, where a deceased person came to you in spirit, galactic being, something like that. And it really scared you. This could be for some of you that you are just awakening to some inherent abilities that you have and that you need to work on. I'm giving you an example. Skip ahead a few seconds if you don't care about these examples. But my younger brother, he has abilities. He's always had abilities. We're related, so it's kind of natural. But he's very afraid of the paranormal until this day. But he's so fascinated. Whenever we meet up, we speak about only this, but it scares him to the core. But he once told me about a dream that he had, and he said it felt so real. And of course he needed to talk to me about it because I'm that kind of person. He dreamt that everything was exactly the way it is, the house, everything. And he went to the garden, and in the garden there was a family, and I'm getting goosebumps, a father, a mother and 2 children. And he knew that they got into an accident. Guys, my goosebumps, my truth bumps. And they were kind of bleeding, and they burned to death in a car. He knew that. And the family father asked my brother, can you show us the way, please? Can you show us the way out? And he just pointed them to a direction, and then the father said thank you, and they disappeared. And I explained to him that this was an actual, spirit family coming to him after a traumatic accident, and they asked for him to show them the light to the other side, and he did. And that creeped him out completely. And I understand, but if something similar happened to you, it's a good thing, and if you embrace it, you can do some good with it. What else? And everyone, okay, we have the 7 of Cups again in the reverse. Everyone here, all your trauma can be turned into something incredibly helpful and fruitful. I only really got into mediumship and all of that because of severe lifelong trauma. If you are a viewer of my Heaven's Bridge channel, you will know, okay? So know that from this pain and trauma, some amazing psychic abilities can come. And don't be afraid of what's going on. You are very confused. You're very much in the dark. You will know this if this is true. Obviously, if you are taking some substances as coping mechanisms recently, it might have really shook you. So stop taking those, which I know you know, but you need to be sober and clear-headed to do the shadow work. And also everyone else here, you need to kind of look at what's going on in a sober, reflected way, free of fear and illusion and judgment. She's beautiful. That's the Queen of Swords. We have the butterfly here again. It's green in this case. Turquoise, my favorite color. Judgment. Not other people's judgment, your own judgment. She has her eyes closed. Guys, you have your eyes closed to a gift. She has the gift on her hand. That's the butterfly. That is freedom. That is beauty. Again, please look at the demons. I'm going to get more information about this, but you need to make an active, reflected decision right now with a sober mind to look at this demon. I don't know what the demon or the monster is, all right? If that's past trauma or, you know, a kind of scary ability of yours, look at it, open your eyes. You won't be scared because all you see is a butterfly. And really go for it. If some of you have been procrastinating therapy or, you know, detox or maybe, you know, taking mediumship courses or whatever, now is the time to do it. Do it now. Do yourselves a favor. Do it now. Don't be afraid of it. Spirit, please. Spirit, help. I thought this was a queen. Well, she is a queen. You can be a king watching this, or a prince or a princess or something in between. I don't know who you are, but this is for you. The 9 of Pentacles. I think it was in the reverse, but I feel called to put it in the upright. My tools here, my cards, crystals, are just tools for my ability. So I'm an intuitive reader. I flip and reverse them how I am being called to. That's just my style. Purple heart energy, abundance, a free bird, a purple bird. Again, eyes closed. No, not everyone has their eyes closed. It feels like everyone in these cards has their eyes closed. That is very interesting. That is super interesting. No, she doesn't. The High Priestess doesn't have her eyes closed. Open your eyes to the blessing and to the guidance. I feel like everyone who has tuned in and who's still watching, you are very mature souls. You are very you have become this way. You've become very deep because of the pain and because you are a weirdo, because you see things other people can't. You experience things other people will never experience. You're kind of an outcast. And I'm forgetting my point here. Completely forgetting like what I was onto, because I'm kind of affected by this lostness. But open your eyes to the fact that this is actually a blessing, and once you embrace what's been happening to you, something miraculous will be unfolded. So I'm getting a sense of self-confidence here and true self-love. I'm hearing something very touching, and trigger warning if you had, you know, past trauma. Maybe skip ahead a few seconds, but you might have gone through some severe abuse and you feel filthy. You feel like something's wrong with you, like it's your fault. It's not. You know, you are the victim in this. Being a victim doesn't mean you're weak, okay? Being a victim just means you took on some heavy karmic stuff, but it's not you. Once you understand that everything you have become as a result of, you know, stress and pain, you can show yourself some sympathy. And if you do that, you will see the good that has come from it. Maybe it's perseverance. Maybe it's, you know, a big heart. Maybe it's, I don't know what, but I see in this process of healing and shadow work a huge sense of self-confidence and abundance, and it will reflect in your physical life. So I'm seeing health. I see you being clean. I see you being self-sufficient. I see you being just completely happy. What's this? The 7 of Swords in the reverse. And I just need to have a look outside the window. Sorry, guys. Oh, that's the mailman. The mailman, is that how you say it? Sorry if that's the wrong term, but something's been dropped off. That's a sign for you. Maybe you'll soon get a little gift, because this is definitely like material blessing energy. A gift can come your way. And if you receive blessings on the outside, it's always because on the inside you consider yourselves deserving of it. Also, if you resonate with these psychic abilities or healing abilities, spiritual abilities, it could very well be once you embrace the journey that has brought you to it, you can make a living out of it, like similar to myself. You know, I've only done this for myself, and I had only done this for myself and in private until August 2021, when through some fateful events, I decided to go public and create the YouTube channels, my first one back then. But I never thought I was gonna, you know, turn this into a job. you could be me, all right? So this looks really cool. And here with the 7 of Swords in the reverse, as an intuitive reader, I tell you that you need to be honest with yourselves. Dishonesty because of fear has kind of brought you to this stage of cloudiness. Be super honest about all the bad things that have happened to you and how you coped with them. Like, recognize it, love it, embrace it, and see the good things that have come with it, and move away from the place and people of trauma is also a message. Yeah, if you have experienced some heartbreak because of third-party situation, like betrayal, go away from it. If your parents abused you, if your partner abused you, don't hold on to it. They do not deserve a second chance. The only person who deserves infinite chances is yourself, okay? But I really want to focus on this energy here, on the confidence and the abundance and the stability that is coming for you once you hug the monster. This is such an advanced reading. If you're still watching, kudos to you. Thank you so much. I'm gonna get the oracle cards now, but please leave a thumbs up. It helps other old souls like you find this channel, and comments help so much as well. If you don't know what to say, leave a moon emoji and a purple heart. That's how I know you come from pile 3. If you are new and would like to join the tribe, please subscribe and turn on the bell if you want to be notified when I post new content. This is the Anatomy of the Witch oracle, which I love so much. I want to ask about this abundance and this confidence coming in. And I see sparkles in the crystal sphere, the glass sphere. So I see a gift coming. I would not be surprised if someone here would receive a jewelry item as a gift from someone close to you, maybe inherited or something. Maybe you have already received it. I see a jewelry gift. Adorn. We saw this card in group number 1, I believe, or 2. I don't know. You will be able to tell me. You are being uplifted. You are being uplifted, but again, like, you need to embrace this devil. You need to embrace the devil within you, and you need to hug it and love it and understand that, you know, the devil is just a fallen angel. There is no one to blame, really. Don't blame yourselves at all. If you have become kind of, you know, toxic or devilish, it's because some pain was caused to you, and you're the one who can turn yourself back into an angel again, and that's what's happening if you choose love and growth and understanding. That's just confirmation again. So you will become a very loving person, loving yourselves and loving others. I'm seeing maybe mentorship, something similar to what I do. Maybe you can become an author, sharing your story, helping other people. Maybe you can become a life coach or like something, or someone who looks after, you know, animals in need, animals who have gone through abuse. Puppet. Oh, this is giving kind of voodoo energy. This is such a witchy cool deck. I see, reading it intuitively, this puppet here dancing, freedom. I see a casket here, but, you know, again, the collective message in this entire reading is let the old you die, but don't deny it. Recognize it as part of your karma and your journey. Show the old you some love. Don't hate it. You can never fully love yourself if you hate the past that shaped you into who you have become. Love all of your past versions, and just try and just still dance and be free. That's how you create growth. Understand that there is so much growth that comes especially from pain and understanding the cause of pain. Someone here, I'm seeing that clearly, you could have grown up in a very kind of strict religious background, and you abandoned this religion because it was really like limiting, and you've become truly spiritual and not religious, which is not the same thing. Okay. Another purple heart. Guys, this is for us. I know that everyone watching still right now, you are true purple heart family members. We have 2 purple hearts, they're right underneath. The purple heart might be a specific sign. I heard from some of my US viewers that the purple heart is being given in the military. Please remind me what for. It's some kind of bravery. Please remind me. Then I also heard someone else say, also a US person, that the purple heart is a symbol for those recovering from addiction. I don't know. To me, why I chose the purple heart, it's, you know, representing crown and third eye chakra energy. So spiritual, eternal, divine love. And feathers will be signs for you as well. Trust and believe that you are supported by your spirit team, and that freedom is yours, that healing is yours, that love is yours. It's coming. And again, have you been finding feathers recently? Have you been finding hearts recently? That's all just confirmation, and you will be spreading this love. You will be spreading this, these healing tools, this information to people who have gone through the same thing as you, and you will be uplifting them. But what it takes is for you to first do the shadow work, and I believe you're already doing it, and you can do it. It's gonna get much, much better very, very soon. So this is the end of this reading. I loved it so much. I hope it's helped you. So leave a thumbs up if that's the case. Leave a feather emoji if you made it till here, and if you want to let me know that you watched it all. If you want to send in some cards or crystals, I have an Amazon wishlist link down below. Take very good care. Sending you all my love. Stay blessed, and until soon. Bye.